Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. I think that gay marriage should be between a man and a woman. The future is green energy, sustainability, renewable energy. Failure is not an option. Everyone has to succeed. The resistance that you fight physically in the gym and the resistance that you fight in life can only build a strong character. Money doesn't make you happy. I now have $50 million, but I was just as happy when I had $48 million. What we face may look insurmountable. But I learned something from all those years of training and competing. I learned something from all those sets and reps when I didn't think I could lift another ounce of weight. What I learned is that we are always stronger than we know. You know, nothing is more important than education, because nowhere are our stakes higher. Our future depends on the quality of education of our children today. I saw a woman wearing a sweatshirt with guess on it. I said, thyroid problem. Training gives us an outlet for suppressed energies created by stress and thus tones the spirit just as exercise conditions the body. If you work hard and play by the rules, this country is truly open to you. You can achieve anything. I have a love interest in every one of my films, a gun. I have a private plane. But I fly commercial when I go to environmental conferences. I went from being the Terminator to being the Governator. I just use my muscles as a conversation piece, like someone walking a cheetah down 42nd Street. My relationship to power and authority is that I'm all for it. People need somebody to watch over them. 95% of the people in the world need to be told what to do and how to behave. As long as I live, I will never forget that day 21 years ago when I raised my hand and took the oath of citizenship. Do you know how proud I was? I was so proud that I walked around with an American flag around my shoulders all day long. I'm sure a lot of people out there make mistakes. I think Americans are very patriotic. Freedom is a right ultimately defended by the sacrifice of America's servicemen and women. I'm not looking for sympathy at all. I am the most helpful and open up doors for everyone, and I like to share. I didn't leave bodybuilding until I felt that I had gone as far as I could go. It will be the same with my film career. When I feel the time is right, I will then consider public service. I feel that the highest honor comes from serving people and your country. It's simple. If it jiggles, it's fat. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. The worst thing I can be is the same as everybody else. I hate that. Start wide, expand further, and never look back. I knew I was a winner back in the late 60s. I knew I was destined for great things. People will say that kind of thinking is totally immodest. I agree. Modesty is not a word that applies to me in any way. I hope it never will. My body is like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think about it, I just have it. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Government's first duty and highest obligation is public safety. I had this child, and it destroyed my family. No matter the nationality, no matter the religion, no matter the ethnic background, America brings out the best in people. Learned helplessness is the giving up reaction, the quitting response that follows from the belief that whatever you do doesn't matter. I'm addicted to exercising and I have to do something every day. Political courage is not political suicide. As you know, I'm an immigrant. I came over here as an immigrant, and what gave me the opportunities, what made me to be here today, is the open arms of Americans. I have been received. I have been adopted by America. I welcome and seek your ideas, but do not bring me small ideas, bring me big ideas to match our future. My friend James Cameron and I made 3 films together, True Lies, The Terminator, and Terminator 2. Of course, that was during his early, low-budget, art house period. When you campaign and have to participate in so many debates just to win the nomination of your party, you've had a lot of practice. You get to figure out as you go from one debate to another where you made your mistakes. By the time you get to the big debate, you're pretty polished. If my life was a movie, no one would believe it. Teddy Roosevelt is still a hero among environmentalists for his conservationist policies. The success I have achieved in bodybuilding, motion pictures, and business would not have been possible without the generosity of the American people and the freedom here to pursue your dreams. For me, life is continuously being hungry. The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it, as long as you really believe 100%. The last 3 or 4 reps is what makes the muscle grow. This area of pain divides the champion from someone else who is not a champion. That's what most people lack. Having the guts to go on and just say they'll go through the pain no matter what happens. Help others and give something back. I guarantee you will discover that while public service improves the lives and the world around you, its greatest reward is the enrichment and new meaning it will bring your own life. Milk is for babies. When you grow up, you have to drink beer. In our society, the women who break down barriers are those who ignore limits. Bodybuilding is much like any other sport. To be successful, you must dedicate yourself 100% to your training, diet, and mental approach. If it's hard to remember, it'll be difficult to forget. I'll be back. People should make up their own mind about what they think of me. Well, you know, I'm the forever optimist. There is no place, no country, more compassionate, more generous, more accepting, and more welcoming than the United States of America. I'm not perfect. My own dreams fortunately came true in this great state. I became Mr. Universe. I became a successful businessman. And even though some people say I still speak with a slight accent, I have reached the top of the acting profession. I made my fair share of mistakes. I feel good because I believe I have made progress in rebuilding the people's trust in their government. I don't suffer of anything that I've lost.